Hey, folks, welcome back to another episode of Team Brothership. As always, I am Mike, joined here by my younger brother, Paul. And tonight, you may see we are playing Monster Rancher, which is an ancient game that we have a lot of history with as brothers.
We had
I
to
don't
mine it,
know.
as you
Yeah.
can see here. Yeah, we had to dig it up. No, this is one of my favorite games as a kid. On the PlayStation was the first one. PlayStation 2 was the second one, and I
No,
just
they were both on the first two games were on the PlayStation.
were they? Was it three?
Yeah,
Three then was on the PlayStation 2. I don't remember.
yeah, I think so.
Everybody forgets two, I guess. But yeah, so no, it's just it was a really cool game that I really liked. Just because you kind of well, you'll see as we get into it, but you can kind of summon different monsters based off of a really cool feature that I thought was fairly unique to this game type back in the day. So, yeah, I don't want to talk too much about it. I'd rather show it. So,
I was gonna say you could explain it, but yeah, I guess we can jump in and get started and kind of explain things as we go. But
yeah, that's what I figured we'd do. So yeah,
all right. So yeah, let's get into it then.
cool. So yeah, so Monster Rancher is a game back in 1997. Apparently, this is a remake or port by the original folks into the PC, which I thought was pretty cool. Which is why we're playing it, because I don't think I actually have a PlayStation or one that works at least.
It kind of came out in the US, it came out as part of like the tsunami of monster collecting, battling games that came out in the wake of Pokemon. I actually think this one predates Pokemon.
I believe so too.
I think the original game, like not by a ton, but I think it predates Pokemon. But it, wasn't released in the U.S. until after Pokemon and stuff like that, and Digimon and things became huge.
They did actually have a TV show of this as well.
They did. I remember, and they made toys and stuff. Yeah, they were really trying to sell this one.
Oh, now I have to figure out my name, what to put. Well, in tribute to the fact that John is not here, let's pretend to be John.
Okay.
And I will say the controls are a little wonky with the mouse because you have to like double click in certain things. So bear with me.
Yeah,
Here.
I mean, we're going to talk about the game's kind of singular feature. This was very definitely a console game for the PlayStation. It's John's a monster breeder.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. Certainly some of the fish that he has. Yeah, it's a little wonky that this got ported to PC because it does seem like it kind of trips up the game's central gimmick, which we'll see
momentarily.
We'll see momentarily. We'll see how well that actually works. I mean, if anybody's played this game before, they know what the deal is, but
right. Do you know what assistants do? Of course. Everything I ask.
Yeah. That explains a lot about your high turnover among your staff.
Yeah, so the as I was mentioning, this is a port of the original game onto the PC. I'm not sure, but I'm playing it through Steam. I don't know if that's the only way you can play it. But yeah, so
I haven't seen it in any of the other services, so I kind of have a feeling it's a Steam exclusive.
Yeah. So, and I'm also skipping through most of this chat because one, I know what it says, and two, it's pretty much useless because nobody's playing this game for the actual story.
Yeah, you and I put significant amounts of time into the first two games, and I have no idea what the story was. I remember what the like objectives were, but I have no idea. Like these characters, like you could have told me they were introduced new into this version, and I'd be like, yeah, sure, that makes sense.
Yeah, all I know is this main person is our assistant, who's Holly. I don't know any of these other people. But But yeah, I think the first two didn't really have much of a story, and then when they made 3, that was kind of after the show came out, or around the same time period. So there was a slight story there.
Yeah. I mean, the show was basically like a Pokemon ripoff, right? Like you're trying to be the strongest monster battler.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Okay.
now Digimon had some actual story about them getting like sucked into a computer or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, Digimon was kind of like the Captain N of the monster ranching game of getting sucked into the TV and becoming part of the monster world. So I did pause on this specific piece of text here.
Okay. Yeah. Do you want to talk about the actual gimmick then?
Yeah. So if you haven't played these games, the really cool part about Monster Ranchers, and not to be confused with Monster Hunter, which both of us will probably interchange by accident throughout this show.
Yeah, I'd assume they're the same game.
Is the fact that, as I was mentioning, you can like summon different monsters, but the cool part about it was that you were actually able to, back in the day, pause the PlayStation from spinning the disc, pull the disc out, and actually put another disc in. And that other disc could be anything from a music CD, another game, a PC game, whatever it may be. And based on some algorithm in the background, who at the time I probably thought was really cool, but now being a computer programmer is probably something extremely simple, it would pull data.
Humble brag there.
Yeah, it would pull data off of the disk and essentially summon a different type of monster. And so that was how you were able to summon the monsters, and you could do some pretty wacky games and some wacky monsters out of it. Unfortunately, most of the really cool, weird ones you can't actually summon until a little bit later in the game, once you've made it past a few different ranks. But you can still get some pretty interesting ones. And I will say that this port also has more monsters than you had before, and some different ones from the PlayStation days. So
yeah, it was pretty cool because I mean it would take any CD, and yeah, like you were saying, it had some kind of algorithm that it would use to read the data to determine what came out of it. So like at the time we were like scrounging for those garbage AOL extra 30-hour CDs, and like that everybody was getting in the mail, any of these random CD samplers that crappy bands would give out, just like everything, so that we could try to come up with some cool monsters.
I always like the shareware that we used to get in like
shareware.
the PC Mag game magazines or something.
Yeah, and like those weird CDs tended to be the ones that had like the better stuff on it too, because you'd get weird things in there.
Exactly.
Monster Rancher wasn't the only game that did that kind of stuff, but it was definitely one of the more distinctive and creative.
Was it was it the first or one of the first? Because I don't remember any other game that did that.
Yeah, I mean, most of the other ones stayed in Japan. There was something for the Game Boy where you could scan barcodes and it would make monsters for you. It was a similar like Pokemon thing.
Interesting.
But there was another game called Vib Ribbon, which I think that did get a release in Europe. I don't think it came out in the US, but Vib Ribbon, it was a rhythm game where it was kind of like a rhythm platforming game, and you would put in music CDs and it would make levels based off of the songs. And so like it would play the songs as you went through the level as like a rhythm game. It was pretty cool.
That is interesting.
Yeah. But Monster Rancher is still kind of more interesting, and it got a wider release. So
true. So we can get into the cool stuff about this, but just a quick thing is there's two different ways of getting the monsters. There's the market, which you can just buy a generic monster, which is kind of stupid because
it's just some big white, like totally white ogre with a barcode on it that says monster.
Exactly. But it's like, yeah, why bother if that's that's not the point of the game. Then there's the shrine, which is where you can summon them through the CDs. And the other cool part, which I'll just mention before we get started, is one of the other features you could do is you could combine monsters. So if you had like two interesting monsters, like say like a gelatin thing and a golem, you could combine the two of them, and you could either have like a gel golem or a golem gel. Um, so that's pretty cool. And it was kind of a random thing too, based off of probably some other algorithm too for how they combine, but it's pretty cool. So, and then you could some of the rare ones, I believe, you actually had to combine certain monsters to get. You couldn't actually use a CD, that to my knowledge, but maybe that's changed.
Yeah, that's kind of there were some older PC games and console games, the Shin Megami Tensei games, that was kind of their shtick too. So
Yeah.
I think Monster Rancher kind of ripped it off of them. But yeah, we were looking at this beforehand, and obviously this is a Steam port, and nobody has CD drives anymore, so you can't actually. If you well, we didn't talk about this. I guess if you had a CD drive, could you conceivably do it that way, or is it just the database that you have to search?
I believe it's just the database, which we'll get into now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there's any way, to my knowledge, to actually use a CD. You have to type things in. So for today, or tonight, or this afternoon, depending on when you were watching this, the plan will be that since I'm behind the controls, Mike will need to scrounge for some random CDs and stuff around his house. Granted, he is kind of a collector of those type of things, so I'm sure that won't be a problem. And we're gonna put them in and see what kind of cool or terribly boring monsters we get here, and then choose one to move forward with.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, they don't tend to mail out junk CDs as much as they used to. They're on the downswing. But yes, as Paul said, I am an avid physical media collector, so I do have tons of stuff floating around. And I'm curious to see. I did a little scrounging before we started recording. I'm curious to see how deep this database goes. It looked pretty expansive from what Paul was showing me, but I suspect that not all of my finds will be in there,
Yeah,
but
it
we'll
it
see.
it certainly has some weird stuff in my searching, in just kind of playing around, figuring out how the game works and the controls and stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's some weird stuff, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't have some like really obscure things.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And it does feel like a little bit of a scam because in the past, you actually had to have that CD in hand to put in your place. Like you couldn't just be like, "Oh, I know that this CD will give you a really good monster." So where now
yes,
you can just kind of look it up and it's there. But you can rest assured that everything we are searching tonight is a CD that I physically own, much to my shame. Um,
and I was gonna, as a quick step back there, I was gonna say, is it really a sham of because back in the day, and you need the CDs, there were some really strange things that you really would have to work to get, and as a kid, especially, like being able to like go out to a store and buy a CD, like that was a big journey. So having the ability to do that wasn't always possible. So
Yeah, you had
you're
to commit. It took
yeah.
it took determination. You can just type this crap into a search engine. Oh, I got my monsters.
Exactly. So,
You had
so
to earn those monsters.
literally, with our allowance money and everything. So,
Yeah.
I will say, for anybody who is familiar with the game, as we move forward with this, it does specifically state in this glowing text here. Um, God, this reminds me of like the '90s websites with like the flaming trail
It,
cursor.
is this a mobile port that they've modified for Steam? Because it said
Maybe,
like tap to continue at one point.
maybe.
Oh,
But
that explains a lot.
where I'm going with this is, it says that some of the monsters may not match the original Monster Rancher game. So I don't know
God
if there
damn
was, yeah, yeah. So none of those you know Sinead O'Connor CDs of yours will work probably.
it.
Um, so
Talented musician.
so yeah, so we may be slightly disappointed here, but we'll see. So, Mike, I know you did say you had done a little bit of scrounging. Have you finished, or do you want to do a
Oh
little
yeah,
more?
yeah. No, we're
Okay,
good. I've got enough that I think we
perfect,
can work with. Yeah,
perfect,
like Paul was saying, we'll probably find some monsters. We'll do some determining of what's best, and then maybe next episode we'll take them out into the mean streets of whatever the hell this city is called to do some brawling. So I
exactly.
I figured we could start with something, since we don't really know the extents of the database yet. I figured we could start with something simple that most people are probably familiar with. So I grabbed David T's Music for Cats,
Perfect. Perfect. Is that an artist?
which it's yeah he his David D. I mean, you should know how to spell David.
I would hope, and all the viewers are going to be able to see my terrible spelling as well here.
I
So
can't see when you're I can see when you're done. I can't see when
okay,
you're entering text though. So
so
I'm not
David
sure.
T's
David Teie is his last name.
Teie.
Um,
Okay.
so what this is it is yeah, that's it. Uh, damn it! Oh man,
Don't
what if
even
you put
bother
in
explaining it.
what if you put in music for cats? Well, that so what this is actually a
Somebody else's music for cats.
Evan Key. Oh man, I better send David T an email to let him know that somebody's ripping off his jams.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, he's not even in the liner notes here. This is some kind of scamola. So David T is a musician who worked with a biologist, and this is something that I kickstarted to create. They determined that uh, the most popular music is all synced up to human biorhythms in certain ways, and so therefore music that would be appeal. Other animals obviously have slightly different biorhythms. They breathe at different rates, their hearts beat at different rates. So uh they were going to compose music that was synced up to cats biorhythm to create custom music for cats. uh and I own this.
Yes.
Yeah, it generally just seems to make my cats confused when they listen to it.
I am also confused as to why you own that. Okay.
I, anyway, all right,
But on
let's
to the
move
next one.
on. Yeah, on to the next one. So it's something that is actually a little bit more applicable, I would say. I have the Ghostbusters original soundtrack
Perfect.
that I grabbed for 50 cents at work.
Let's look at Ghostbusters here.
Oh God, what is that crap?
Uh,
Yeah, try Ghostbusters original soundtrack. That sound is appropriate. We did a little bit of searching too, so it does seem like there's because the thing was it wasn't just music CDs. Oh man, really?
yeah, it looks like they just have. Yeah,
Yeah, none of those. I mean, it's a compilation of all the music from the
the
movie. I was
movie.
assuming that one would definitely be in there.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if like the translation of artists and such is always valid. I know obviously know who Fallout Boy is, and well, we're not going to talk about what that is. Um, but yeah, some of the other ones I don't know. There's some of them were weird, as we saw with the music for cats. It was like C. Evan. Like that doesn't seem like a real
Hmm.
artist. So
Hmm.
I'm
Well,
not sure if they're going to be
yeah,
perfect, but
we'll try some more and see what else we can find before we totally jump ship and start doing some other things.
assuming that both the CDs that you just gave me totally would have had like the best monsters in the game,
I would, yeah. I mean, I can only assume music for cats. It would obviously be some kind of nightmarish cat creature.
that does exist in this game, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. All right. Well. Why don't we look up a CD that you and I both have nostalgia for, which is the Lupin the Third original soundtrack.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to edit in all of these, like the covers from all of these, so that people can appreciate what we're doing.
How did you? How did?
Lupin, and then the 3RD third that way. Try it that way. These look like the video games potentially.
Do not know. Lupin the Third Chronicles. Pyramid of
Yeah,
pyramid
I have a
country.
feeling these are video games.
The master files
Yeah,
software.
software. Man, nothing. All right. Well,
We're 0 for
maybe
3.
yeah, this is bad. I mean, we'll just start doing some random ones if nothing that we try turns up. All right, let's try doing a software then.
Okay.
Um, how about Sam and Max Hit the Road, the classic PC point and click adventure game?
Now, is it the word and or the symbol?
Oh man, let me look at the disc. It is the ampersand, yes. Save the world. That's not the same game at all. Ugh.
I do have it though.
Yeah, I have it too. So theoretically, we could do that.
But we'll keep
Is it
put
by,
that one aside.
is it by Skunk Ape Games? I thought that was didn't they wasn't that Telltale?
I don't know.
What if you do Sam and Max with the A and D? Even less. Oh man. This is as somebody who curates databases for his job, this is deeply disappointing. We're gonna spend half an hour just coming up with one crappy monster.
It's gonna be that stupid like regular dinosaur.
Yeah, the generic green nondescript dinosaur with a barcode on it. Well, yeah, we do both own that game, so why don't you try that one and just see what comes out of it?
Yeah, okay.
I'll create a cool looking animation to.
Okay, perfect. Here we go.
Save the World Remastered. Oh, that's why, because it's remastered.
Here we go. Here's the big moment.
Oh man, you're gonna get to finally see. We've been waiting so long.
Yes, 22 minutes and 3 seconds.
They pulled them out of disc-shaped fossils. That's why it's supposed to be like the CDs or fossils, which nowadays is pretty accurate. Oh man,
that looks like a plant rabbit. No, a dino rabbit. So we were half right. The generic dino.
That looks like garbage.
Probably is.
Can we look at its stat?
Wow, what a monster. This guy's old. He doesn't even have his eyes open. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Can we check its stats?
The best part is you can't check its stats until you name it, so then you're already attached to it.
You're attached. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's how they don't let you touch the pets at adoption places until you've named them.
Exactly. So, I don't know. Let's see. What should we name this one here?
Let's see. Well, it's a rabbit, and it's a dinosaur. So it's a combined rabbit dinosaur. So the most obvious appropriate name would be Steven.
I'm thinking the exact same thing.
With a PH.
Ah, okay.
I mean, obviously.
Perfect. Okay, here we go, Steven. Let's take a look at your stats. Well, actually, not terrible.
That's could have been worse. I mean, he's a grade E.
I think they all technically are, for the most part.
Oh, really? Is that okay?
Yeah, because until you raise them, I think the grade stays.
Well, wasn't our gimmick was if you put in, when you're playing Monster Rancher 2,
yeah,
what we would always do, if you put in Monster Rancher 1, you would get this like super powered monster, but he would only last for 1 day. So you had to immediately send him into like the toughest tournaments and just have him like fight till his last ounce of strength so you could get as much money as possible. And then he'd die, but in the meantime you'd have unlocked enough like classes and money that you could like then do stuff with other more survivable monsters.
So exploitation.
Yes.
Perfect.
Exactly. I mean, he's only gonna live for 1 day. What else would he do other than just like fight people?
I mean, I could think of a couple things, but
if I only had 1 day to live, I would just run out into the middle of the street and start throwing punches at whoever came by. Oh, Jesus.
Well, we're gonna
Well,
check out the other CDs. So
yeah, no, you're right. You're
we're
right.
putting
Okay.
Steven on some ice.
They definitely, what you said that there's like extra stuff in this database, they are definitely adding things that are not CDs. Like we found Diablo 3. Diablo 3 has never been released on a CD. Maybe a
Oh
DVD or
yeah,
something, but so they're
right.
you couldn't do DVDs because the original PlayStation couldn't handle them.
Oh, maybe they have some of your crazy, your like regular Nintendo games or something.
Hell yeah. All right, let's try just putting stuff in there. How about Vice Project Doom?
Let's see.
It's a great Nintendo game.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean I think it's gonna be limited to more like disc-based software.
okay.
If you
Fine,
put
I guess.
Legend of Zelda, see what it says. There'll probably be some kind of soundtrack CDs. Wow,
Whatever
okay.
that is.
That is, I don't think Free Soul has anything to do with The Legend of Zelda.
Like I said, I'm not sure how accurate this database is, but so okay. Well,
Well,
let's
all right.
shift to the
Yeah,
next
all
one.
right. Yeah, let's put in something that again we can all relate to. Everybody's favorite band uh, from the '90s, Creed, because somebody in this room owns all their CDs.
Your cats are great taste in music.
Yes.
Perfect.
Oh man, see there it is. That I knew it. Wow.
4 pages.
Gee.
Well, there's only 5 per page. So that's only 20.
Yeah, but I
Well,
don't. What else do they have? I only have those first three.
I was gonna say
I
I'm
didn't think they came out with other CDs.
yeah.
All right, it's like looks like they're like singles or something.
Yeah. I think these are the songs too.
Yeah, well that's what I meant. Yeah,
The
this
concert. Perfect. Okay.
one that they did. All right. Well, it's the worst one, but it's the one that everybody owned and loved when I was in high school. Was Human Clay that has that arms wide open and
Perfect. Let's
yeah,
see what happened. Here's the big moment again. He's not even super excited. There's no exclamation point there. Very disappointing.
yeah. All right,
Oh
here we
man.
go. What is it?
Already looks
What?
terrible.
Uh, that what? Whoa! It's getting bigger than. Ugh. Oh, what the hell is that?
It's one of the gels. It's a gel plant.
Oh, it looks like an upside down mushroom.
Wow, what a
Ugh.
monster. Good luck raising it.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, he's dancing. Stop dancing like that. You're making me uncomfortable.
Okay,
Oh,
so it's a plant gel. Now, what's the obvious name for that?
I mean, looking at how it's moving and the coloring and yeah, the fact that it is some kind of gooey plant. I mean, it clearly should be Bethany.
I would agree. Perfect. Perfect. There we go.
It's doing the weird like
Let's see what we got
pelvic
here.
thrust, and it doesn't even really have a pelvis.
Oh, that's not bad. That's better than the first one we had. We had
Is
two
it?
love.
Well, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so. I mean, you have to look at it though while it's fighting.
Well, you don't have to.
Our mother has like a severe aversion to mushrooms, and I guess if they all looked like that, I could understand why. Ugh.
Okay, let's put Bethany on ice for a minute here.
No, it even froze weird. It's like Minecraft.
Okay.
We gotta find. Okay, a new mission is to find something better than Bethany.
Anything, hopefully.
All right, how about going over to another game? Although again, this is I'm pretty sure this is a DVD, not a CD.
That's fine.
But how about The Witcher? The original Witcher. Oh,
Witcher
doesn't even
3.
have that one. I mean, I do own that as well, but So they got Witcher 3, but not the first two.
They maybe don't have the rights to those.
Where do they think it came from?
Well, it's that thing, like, when you're like high school and you want to do like a senior prank, you let 3 pigs loose, you number them 1, 2, and 4, so the entire day they're looking for 3.
I think we've mentioned that goof on like almost every episode. I think we make some. It's usually me.
Oh,
Well, The Witcher I brought up because I bought like years ago, when it was a new game, GameStop had it on sale, the like big collector's box that had like the soundtrack and the making of and like all this other stuff, and they had it on sale for $20 in like a big, you know, double CD case or double DVD case. So I bought it and I
nice.
was like, oh man. And then like I didn't play it for a while though. So like months later when I went to open it up, I took out all the discs and I was like, all right, I'm going to install The Witcher to play on my PC. And the version that I had everything but the game CD in it. Because I bought it from GameStop, and as we all know, GameStop allows their employees to just like take games home.
That
And
sounds right.
I think this one just never, the CD somehow mysteriously never came back from that individual's computer. And they just sealed it back up and put it back on the shelf.
Awesome.
Oh man,
Well,
we're
we're not doing too good, but we still
not
got
batting
Bethany.
very well. Yeah, we're not batting very well tonight. All right, they got some weird stuff. So why don't we? Yeah, we need to get something better than Bethany because I don't want to watch that thing fight. Why don't we try the former band of our good friend Tony, and look up New Beard. I have an actual CD here
Yeah, let's see.
that he gave me. No.
Oh,
Well, he's in good company though. I mean, they didn't have the Ghostbusters soundtrack.
that's
They
true.
didn't have any of the Sam and Max games, so it's less insulting to Tony that his band is not listed.
Yes. No, I think that's fine. Sorry, Tony. Maybe next time.
See, I grabbed all stuff that would have been CDs at like the appropriate, well, mostly stuff that would have been CDs of the appropriate type for the original Monster Rancher. I didn't realize they had this whacked out new database.
So I think the new thing is once we're done with this episode, you should spin up your regular PlayStation and try all of these on the actual Monster Rancher and see what we get.
I don't have Monster Rancher. You've got it. You kept both of those.
Oh yeah, sucks to be you.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm going to be coming to your house this weekend.
No, not a good plan.
No.
So okay, what's
all right,
next?
All right, let's see what else we got. So far what did we find? We found one that we just made up.
We had the Sam and Max one, and then Creed.
All right.
Those
How
are our two.
about I just opened my binder and I'm just going to grab the first CD in there, which is the Star Wars Episode 1 soundtrack.
Let's see what we got here. So they have the games.
Okay, that one with the John Williams one might be it.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it? Yeah, that's definitely it.
Let's go for it.
Which was definitely the best thing that came. That was the soundtrack that ruined all the plot developments and the track listing.
Ooh.
What is this?
I think that's one of the, was it a slate or chalkboard? A monel. That's what they call
Wow.
it.
Okay.
There you go.
So, I'm looking at this monster and I'm beginning to understand why Pokemon was an international success and why this game was
it has a face.
Does it? Wait, where?
It just I can't do it now, but it every once in a while like a face just appeared.
Oh god,
See,
that's creepy.
See, there it is.
Where? All right. It's like big.
Yeah. It like takes
Ugh.
over the whole thing, yeah.
That's off-putting. That's like a... Ugh. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, man. Like the only thing I can think of when I see this is thinking of my good buddy Hugo.
Yeah, that's a pretty good name.
So that's what we're going with.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this, like I said, I'm beginning to see why Pokemon was an international success and this was not. Say what you will about Pokemon, they, uh, it's not quite as good as Bethany.
Yeah.
We didn't. Wow, we didn't spend much time with that guy.
No, even right in there.
Yeah, it's when your character designs are just nondescript gray rectangles, maybe you should take that one back to the drawing board again.
That was the intern. They needed to give him something to do.
Yeah. Yeah, they were like, all right, we got 100 solid monsters to work into this. They're all good quality design. This is going to be a great game. And then suddenly, like, the door bursts open, and the like executive vice president runs in, and he's like, "Did you hear? Pokemon has 150. We need 200 monsters." And they're like, "Oh God, all right." And they just all start scrambling and writing things down.
But they just
Drawing.
gave pieces of paper to all their employees to bring home to their kids to draw random things.
I was gonna say, like, that looks like Remy definitely could have drawn that. He could have drawn Hugo.
Oh
That
yeah,
monster that she could have created.
yeah. I mean, that Bethany is something she created the other day, something like that. So yeah,
Okay,
she's getting
all right.
there. So
To
okay,
quote the Simpsons, Jesus did not have wheels. All right, let's jump ahead. So I have both the game disc and the soundtrack, so we can see whichever one comes up. But the Neverhood, the classic point and click PC game, cult classic, I should say. So I feel like Sam and Mac.
well, I mean, just make sure it's not the artist. Who knows how the database
The artist
is
is Terry S. Taylor, and I'm pretty sure I bought the soundtrack from him on eBay.
is which Taylor spelling is it?
Uh, Taylor, Terry S. Taylor.
No, I don't even have that.
Terry S. Taylor. I mean, he's done other music, so there could be some of his other stuff in there. I don't have those.
No,
This is the worst search engine I've ever encountered.
it's the original
All right.
Netscape.
Yeah.
Or AOL for anybody still
man,
using it.
I'm digging through my. See, if we had an original PlayStation. Oh yeah, you could.
I was just curious if they had Nah, it doesn't look like they do.
Yeah, if we had an actual, we'll have to do that. I did buy some cables that we could
Trade out.
record with our actual PlayStation. That'll be the follow-up series where we actually do this.
Perfect.
Oh gosh, all right. We're carving through my collection pretty quickly. All right, how about the video game Nocturne? That's super obscure, so I'm sure that'll be in there.
How do you spell it? NOC.
Nocturne.
I don't know what it is, but there's 13 pages of it.
Is there anything by Terminal Reality? I mean, it's a popular word, so. Not looking like it.
Nope.
Anything by Gathering Developers?
Oops.
Nothing. We'll have to. Obviously we're recording this, so we'll have this all written down. We'll have to go back through again and. All right, give me a second. I gotta grab another binder.
Okay. I think I need more things like
Yeah.
Creed.
Oh, all right. So I've got. I have another hard rocking classic. The teenage liturgical singer Charlotte Church that I was a big fan of when I was in high school.
Charlotte is CHAR
Lotte.
Okay.
And then church is spelled as you would expect. Oh man, they've got all
3
that in
pages.
there.
Yep.
Oh, which ones do I have? Um,
Voice of an Angel. It also sounds like a Creed song, I think.
yeah. Yeah, I was real into like the Christian rock, I guess, at some point. Do I have the Voice of an Angel? Hold on, hold
Tissues
on.
and Issues.
I do have Voice of an Angel, so
Okay. It's the first one on the list. Let's go for it.
all right. This is gonna be our. I gotta move my CDs before my cat knocks them all over. This is gonna be our quality monster. This is
Yep.
gonna be the real ass
Ooh.
beater. What do we got?
Oh, another one you're not going to want to look at.
What the hell is that? Oh God, what is wrong with this game? Oh no.
A red worm. Sounds like one of those.
Oh.
It looks like one of those things in that show. It's Inside Me on Discovery Channel.
Oh God. What is wrong with this game? Ugh, you can name this one.
I'm gonna name it after where it came from, so I'm gonna call this one Charlotte.
Okay, that's fine.
Perfect. Here we go, Charlotte. Let's see. Gotta freeze you. Oh no, that's definitely not.
No, it's much worse.
Yeah. Okay, hold on here.
Well, go there. I do have a couple other Charlotte Church CDs.
Let me check something out.
Oh, we could combine some of them.
Yeah. I want to see. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 more spots that we can do. And then we have to. Well, it's technically 7 because you can summon one more. Oh no, you can't because you can't. Yeah, never mind. So we have 6 more slots.
All right.
Do we want to stick with the Charlotte Church, or we want to go for a different one?
I mean, that's all we got today. Nothing that I have is turning up. Yeah, let's see. All right, I have Dream a Dream, but that's UK international.
North
Yeah,
America.
that's probably the North American version. I was not buying import CDs when I was 15.
Let's see.
All right, come on.
What we got here?
Something that's not. Grow up.
This one could be.
Okay.
This is a Dino Golem, I think.
Oh, all right. Well, this guy looks all right. Oh, he's very polite.
Yeah.
He's a Dino Golem.
And he's Spanish.
Yeah. All right. This guy's got some potential.
Perfect. Yeah. Oh, you know what? We're gonna name this guy after your Elden Ring character.
Oh, okay.
Because we can't do one episode at this point without mentioning Elden Ring.
I mean, we literally can't. Good Lord.
I mean, Vincent sounds very regal. He's bowing,
Yeah, he's polite. He's got
So we got
all right, let's check this guy out. I want this one to be a quality. No, not really.
No. I think Bethany is still on top of that cake.
Well, Hugo had decent stats.
Yes.
Yeah, Hugo. And I mean, I would rather look at boring than disgusting. All right. What else we got?
Yeah.
When did this port come out? I'm trying to imagine what database, like what topics it was drawing from.
It said 1997 to 2021, so I'm guessing 2021 was the
all right,
when it was released.
Pretty recent. All right, I do have. There we go. This I was actually shocked to find. I don't know even where the hell this came from, but I have the Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail 7th level PC game multimedia CD-ROM. No, it's not any of those.
Here we go.
Okay. All right. What do we got? Final 2 pages.
Life of Brian soundtrack. The album soundtrack. Always look on the bright side of life.
See, now this one has all we check. We try to find soundtracks, and all we get are games. And then we try to find games, and all we get are soundtracks.
Yeah.
No, it's not that. Okay, hold on. So we didn't find Music for Cats 1. So do you think we'll be able to find Music for Cats 2?
I doubt it unless it's a different artist.
All right. How about let's see. How about the Dark Souls 3 soundtrack, which I don't even know where that came from.
Dark Souls 3 rap.
3 rap.
I don't know what that is, but I want to listen to it.
Can we do that through this?
I wish. It's Dark Souls Remastered.
We do both own that. Yeah, let's see what comes out of Dark Souls.
We are playing as John, so I feel this is fitting.
That's true. Yeah, all of these things are things that he also owns.
If this comes up as Pizza Pete.
No, it looks like another rectangle of disappointment.
It's the gel and the rectangle together.
Okay, well this one...
I actually haven't seen one of these in a while, so this is pretty... Ice candy.
Ice candy.
Oh, man.
Well, this one kind of amuses me because it's ice, so I guess that's not quite it, but this reminds me of the D&D gelatinous cube monster.
The one that just absorbs things?
Yeah. Oh god, there's that terrifying face though.
Yeah.
Stop doing that. Yeah, it's just like this big square that like slides around dungeons and sucks stuff up. Oh god, it looks like a terrified face. It's like
something stuck in there.
Yeah.
It's looking for help.
Which I guess is keeping with the gelatinous cube theme, but it's very off-putting. Still not as off-putting as Bethany though.
Yeah. We can give it a nice off-putting name like Mike.
Oh.
Well, if it's really good stat-wise.
Okay, well, we're taking another gamble then.
Let's see. That's about as good as Hugo.
Yeah. Is there any way to compare their stats?
I don't think you can compare. You can look at them here. Let's say Hugo.
Total. I guess I'll just look at the totals. He's 766. And what's...
yeah.
Little bit less. And what's Bethany?
780. Yeah.
The others were all... Yeah, the others were all worse.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to talk about... Oh, 743.
He's How does he pull that off, though?
He
was better than Vincent, then.
Yeah. Okay,
he's our number 2 pick, really.
Yeah, he could be.
All right, let's see what else we got.
He's probably one of the least bad ones to look at, too. It's just a rabbit.
Yes, that is true. The rabbit is... We definitely opened strong.
Wondering.
Let's see. What do I got? Might have to go back into the other room and pull out some real quality.
I was hoping for the Monkey Island as the...
we could. I have my own Curse of Monkey Isle.
We just have Monkey Island by the J. Giles Band, which I probably own, but...
That's true. Our dad is a big fan, or was a big fan of the J. Giles Band.
What else you got for me? You got 5 more spots, and technically only 10 more minutes.
Yeah.
Although we can cut some stuff down if we needed to.
No, we're not going to be doing that. I'm going to have to look at these things again when I'm editing, so it's going to be real quick. Well, I do have the Jesus Christ Superstar soundtrack. I'm sounding very churchy tonight.
You are.
I mean, I will say I feel like Charlotte Church and Creed. Um, what? No, it's not the piano tribute. Liebach? I don't think so. I'm looking at the CD, seeing if there's anything about. No, I don't think that's it.
See if Jesus put out any music. Nope.
Wow, that's a pretty popular one, I thought.
Superstar is one word, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the CD.
In that, anyways.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's guess we can get kind of obscure again.
Because that's worked so well so far.
What else do I have? Why don't you put in the Gorillas? I've got most of their CDs.
Okay.
They're not like funny or anything. Oh, well, I mean, their music videos are usually pretty funny. That's with a Z.
All right.
Just like us. What?
I am spelling that correctly, right?
Well, I mean, sorry, I'm only seeing it right before you on it. Gor.
Yeah.
Well, don't put the, just put gorillas. Gorilaz.
That?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. This is a very. I'm wondering if it has some of this stuff, but it's the search engine is just super picky.
Could be.
Yeah. So there might be some other things in there that it's just written very oddly. Let's go back to the first page. Demon Days is arguably like one of the best albums of all time. So
Perfect. And I
it
was thinking
should.
again, as John, Demon Souls,
Well, John also is a big fan of the Gorillas. We talk about
Perfect.
that. So
Here we go.
I'm assuming being the best album, it will therefore generate the best monster.
I saw something. It came out like. Okay.
All right, what do we got here? Some kind of little dog thing. All right, well, that's one of the cooler monsters. I mean, it's got those.
Right. Ooh, interesting.
Ooh, a mystery sub. It's got some kind of terrifying death stare, but
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. We want this thing to be intimidating.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing a little dance. Look at that.
Perfect.
See, this is pleasant and not upsetting. He's got his little shuffle dance. Oh.
There we go.
Naming it after the best pet.
Yes.
I say, as several other cats that are not Patrick are sitting in this room.
Perfect. There we go, Pat. Let's see. Can you be number
All right.
one? I'm okay with settling for number 2 as well.
Yeah, God, I hope.
Oh, he is number 1.
All right. We have a winner with this, I think.
Okay.
That's a good. That's almost 150 points higher than our number 2. Oh, why'd you freeze him? I thought we were going with him.
Are we going with him? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Let's we've been going for a while, so I want to end us on a high note. That one was pretty good. So let's wrap it up here, but we'll open it to our viewers if they want to vote in the comments section on what monster they want to see us go forward with. It's going to be Patrick, so I don't care. But
I don't know. Bethany could come in. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, so let's just quickly go through them. And so you got good old Steven here.
Steven the dinosaur rabbit.
Yeah. So you got Steven. You got everyone's favorite Bethany. At least you don't have to look at him when we're doing this.
No, don't wake this one. Yeah, the gelatinous monstrosity.
Yeah. This is like, you're looking at their resumes and not like seeing a picture of them because you don't want to judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
So, okay. So
I have definitely been interviewing people and had people walk into the room and just immediately go, nope.
Awesome.
Hugo, the generic gray rectangular monster. This is what we were joking about before, where it's just like monster with a barcode on it.
Yes, exactly. And he was number 2 before. He was 766, where the other one was the rabbit hair was 740 something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, so then everyone's favorite Charlotte, who's terrible.
Terrifying nightmare worm creature.
Yeah. Our good buddy Vincent.
Yeah, I'd be cool with checking him out, even
Yep.
if we don't do any of the others.
And everyone's favorite guy, Mike.
Gelatinous cube. I'm okay with that.
He's not bad. And then
Gelatinous.
Then good old Patrick.
Far and away front runner,
Yep.
Patrick, the nightmare dinosaur creature, which is somehow the least off-putting of all of these. Except for
Exactly.
Steven, he's fine.
Yeah, Steven was fine.
All right, so that's our team. We've got things laid out.
Yep.
So you've got, theoretically, we're not sticking to quite the same schedule that we did before. We're trying to be a little bit more spontaneous so that we're not all recording when we're all exhausted and don't want to do this.
Exactly. I'm actually recording a second episode with somebody else next. While I'm doing this, I keep switching back and forth with the mic. Spontaneous. No, just kidding.
So you've got about a week or so to make up your mind of which of these horrible atrocities, sins against nature, that you want to see us take into battle. I mean, they can get killed in battle too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
They can. I mean, well, there's a time limit too. They do age and die, but I think they can also get injured and killed, like in the arena.
Yeah. It's pretty much like the the Mortal Kombat finisher moves.
Yeah, yeah. They just rip out their spines and hold it up in demonstrative fashion.
Don't forget, we can also combine them. Like you combine awful Bethany and awful Charlotte the Worm. You can see what you can get here. You get Jello.
Did you just? Oh, right.
No, these are the different things you could get.
Oh, these all look.
Oh, good old Tubby.
Tubby. I mean, I kind of want to see Tubby, but I don't think I'm gonna like it.
So yeah, we can do those too. So don't forget.
All right. Well, I think this feels like a good stopping point. We've got at least one solid, reliable, not disgusting-looking monster.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to edit a ton of like album covers and things into this video, so this seems like a pretty decent place to stop.
Yes, no, I'd agree.
Yeah. All right. Do you have any parting words for our viewers?
Oh God, I hope you choose Bethany.
No, don't listen to him, viewers. Stay to the light side.
So sorry,
right.
Charlotte.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I think we'll head out. So until next time, I've been Mike.
And I've been Paul.
And we'll see you real soon, everybody.
See you, everybody.